I'm done. Those of you on the guided tour will go with Anne into the parlor, and we'll close the doors and we can start your formal tour. For now, I'm going to tell you the story of Robert Todd Lincoln in Manchester, Vermont. Originally, he purchased 392 acres of land in Manchester between the years of 1902 and 1903, and the construction on the house was completed in 1905. The house is 24 rooms, it's 8,000 square feet. It's a Georgian revival style home that Robert Lincoln really wanted to be a family home. Even more than that, he referred to it kind of strangely as his ancestral home. Yeah, kind of an odd way to describe a home you just built, right? But sure enough, over the next 70 years, 3 generations of Lincolns lived here between 1905 and 1975. So it kind of became an ancestral home. We like to think Robert was forward thinking. Certainly by the time Robert moved into the home in June of 1905, he was pretty well established. Robert was 62 when he moved in here. His wife Mary was 59. They had been married for 37 years. They'd already raised 2 daughters and a son before they moved into Hildene. And Robert had served as the Secretary of War to Presidents Garfield and Arthur, and then under President Benjamin Harrison, he was essentially the British ambassador. He had a British title. I love British titles. He was His Excellency Minister Plenipotentiary and Envoy Extraordinary to the Court of St. James. Yeah, looked really good on a business card. But most importantly, he had a very successful law practice in Chicago. And in 1892, he became personal attorney to George Mortimer Pullman, president of the Pullman Palace Car Company. 5 years later, George Pullman dies of a heart attack, and they appoint Robert as the president of the company. And it's under Robert's presidency that the Pullman Company becomes the largest manufacturer of anything in the world. Pretty big deal for those times. Now, he called this home and the property Hildene, after Old English words that mean hill with a valley with a stream running through it. Perfect description of the house. You all just trudged up that awful hill. I have to make it up every morning. We're sandwiched in between the Taconic Mountains to the west, and that's Mount Equinox to the west there. To the east, we have the Green Mountains, and the Battenkill River runs in the valley below. So, Hildene, perfect description of the house. Now, as you walk through the house, you'll notice, well, it's not built for grand entertaining. This is really, there's no ballroom here. There's no grand entertaining. This was really meant to be a family retreat, an intimate family home. When the Lincolns first started coming here, they would come here in May, they'd leave in late October, but the local papers indicate some years they come as early as March, and some years they come for Christmas, and they'd stay right through to February. Now, most of the furnishings that you're going to see today are original. And when I say most, I mean like 90%. One of the ways we're a little different from other house museums, most of what you're going to be looking at actually belong to the Lincolns. So, I do have to ask you to be careful. Don't touch or lean on anything in the house, no jumping on the beds. You're disappointed. You can, however, take pictures of anything you want. You can even take flash pictures if you'd like. At this point, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, Anne. She's going to give you a little more information, and then she's going to take the guided tour into the parlor over here and start the guided tour, and the rest of you can explore the house to your heart's content. Okay? Thank you for visiting.
I have one request. There's a couple here I would like to speak to. He's a composer and musician, and he would love to try the piano.
I would love to have him try
Down
the
that
piano.
hall. I had to give that message. Welcome once again to Hildene. I'm not Mrs. Lincoln, I mean. Anyway, we like to point out our beautiful flowers because we have volunteers who come in and do fresh flowers for every room of this house, twice a week, our whole season. A gift to you, a gift to us. And we know from pictures in our scrapbook that the Lincolns always have fresh flowers. If you'd like to step right over this way, he just went looking for you, sir, down that way. I will tell you about the musical part of the family. Robert's wife, Mary Harlan, was a musician and attended the Conservatory of Music at Iowa Wesleyan College. She played the organ, the harp, the piano. We have two Steinways in the house, a 1920 baby grand here, and upright upstairs. You may in a minute hear some music from the baby grand. In 1908, Robert purchased this Aeolian pipe organ. There are two compartments on the stair landing. They house 900 and some organ pipes. Robert played some, not to the extent of his wife. He had a player attachment put on it. And for many years, we used the rolls. But after 100 years, this is what happens. So a few years ago, back in the 1990s, something came around that enabled us to be able to put the signals from the rolls on a floppy disk. So when I press the button, it's not a recording, it's simply that the signals are part of a digital system. So I will press the button. It can still be played manually, by the way. And you will hear a minute or two of music. The 3 or 4 who are taking the tour can go to the parlor. The rest of you wander wherever you want, whichever direction. There's informational signs in each room, and Eric and I are around to answer questions. So this is my ability. I push the button, and you will hear music. And it lasts just for a couple of minutes. Nice sound. We have hymns, show tunes of the day, patriotic music. This is a Scottish ballad with the words by Robbie Burns. Nice song. I know it very well by the end of the day. Pardon?
Do you fall asleep to
Well,
it
some
too?
days, yes, I go home and it's still playing.
Yeah.
Some days I like to listen to music and I'll listen to anything to put
This
me to
is what
sleep.
they would have listened to in the early 1900s. And thank you much and enjoy the house. Okay. And my tour people. Eric, I'm going to start in the bedroom so that you can enjoy the piano and then we'll come back to this room. That's okay? All right. My tour people can start right over.
Are we gonna do the tour? Are we doing the tour?
No, we're not on the guided tours. We just do it on our own. Exit road with a carriage. There's the house there. I think this is the back.
So that would be the backyard.
Yeah, the start of the garden.
That would be out front.
Possibly.
That's a stairwell. That's just
Yeah,
in
they had
here.
flowers.
That'd be front of the
Where did they get their fresh
I
flowers?
can see from that photo that the Lincolns really love to have flowers.
Yep, we noticed.
They're all over the place.
Yep.
Whoa, it's a lot of flowers.
Yeah, this is a garden
Oh, you're very
Flower
welcome.
garden.
Enjoyed it.
back here.
This is an interesting photo because in Vermont in 1905 and in that area, 80% of Vermont was clear cut because most of Vermont was timber industry and sheep farmers. So when you look at this photo, there's no trees back here. You look back there now, all those trees have grown up since the Lincoln's
Wow.
time.
Wow.
So
That's interesting. Thank you.
There's the back of the house.
Yeah, they all come back.
Wow, that's really pretty. But only if it was colored.
Well, that's the that's the,
I know, it's from the 1900s. Because I had black and white before colored time.
There's a winter picture.
Winter!
wonder where that
The
is.
snow on the bark. That looks actually really pretty.
Where that is.
Because this is like a mountain or like a stone wall of some sort.
here on this tree over here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, them on the valley. Or in the pond or something. That would be his office.
Oh, they're building
this
the
is all-
piano. No, they're building that.
Oh, the
that
piano.
sits right here.
And that would
Looks
be
like
it.
it's a construction or something, because you gotta put it.
Yeah.
That was your wiring back then. Okay,
Dining room here.
Let's go through this way. Well, it's kind of like a circle. Oh, okay. Well, you can't get in.
Dining
Right
room.
here is the.
Wow.
Dining room. Lots of trees on the wall. This is mostly all original. Oops, sorry.
This is the guest bedroom.
The guest bedroom.
Wow.
Pretty neat. Well, it's my second time visiting here, so.
Yeah, I think some.
I was like wondering if they had like drapes on that at one point
They might have.
before they turned it into like
It
something.
says this room is unrestored and is an opportunity to see a room as the Friends of Hildene founded in 1978. This room, like the dining room, was decorated by the Lincolns' oldest daughter, Mamie. Notice this deliberate coordination of wall coverings, drapes, upholstery, and accents to the desk. 1912 and 1913. On the dresser is a photograph of Robert and President Taft. On the right, standing on the steps leading to the formal garden. The furniture in this room is William and Mary style. The painting over the desk is called Girl with Holly and was painted by Italian artist Enrico Fanfani. It was found in the Hildene attic.
Wow. That's something.
The butler's pantry.
Look at the cake cover.
Okay, this area of the downstairs marks the transition from the family quarters to the servants' quarters. Note the annunciator box on the wall with flags identifying different rooms in the house. When a call button was pushed in one of the rooms, a flag dropped down indicating to the butler which room needed attention. The butler could call upstairs using the brass speak easy tube if he needed help from an upstairs maid. Also note one of the two phones which were on the property. The second one was in the carriage barn. Today the well was introduced in the late 1920s and replaced the original ice box.
Wow. Stuff is here.
So then here is the kitchen area, or I should say the cooking area.
The kitchen has been restored to what it might have looked like in 1905. Some of the
Everything
made
here is
food upstairs over the
preserved,
kitchen area were
like the apple,
operated a gentleman's farm where he
pie,
dairy cattle,
the milk.
producing butter and growing vegetables in gardens behind the carriage barn. He sent 20 pounds of butter each week to his friend Marshall Fields in Chicago. In the early 1950s, Peggy operated a farm with dairy herds in Black Angus cattle. On the far wall to the left of the knife tray, the coal stove and soapstone sink are both original to the home. The metal box next to the sink was used by Peggy to ship eggs to the U.S. mail. Pony Express.
Here is the butler's room, and there's his uniform.
Oh yeah, plain
The
wall.
butler was only servant to live on the first floor. There are 5 additional staff bedrooms upstairs. The butler's uniform hanging in the corner came from Marshall Field's department store in Chicago. Note that the wall finishes are different in the servants' area of the home compared to the Lincoln family's rooms.
The transom. Air extreme.
So this is the servants' dining room. The Lincolns had 15 servants who took care of their needs inside and outside the home during the summer months.
Old furniture.
9 of the servants moved from home to home. The Lincolns had a home in Chicago and later a home in Georgetown, while 6 stayed here to maintain the estate year-round. This is the room where they could relax and have their meals. Notice the stickly sideboard along the wall,
It's got a mouse in there.
which is over here.
That's an antique piece of furniture. Oh, look
Old-fashioned vacuums. And as you can know, there are lots of flowers in all of these. So staff stairs and dumbwaiter. The staff used these stairs to get to their rooms on the second floor and the basement, and to the basement below. The ice room, laundry, and the bellows for the organ were all located in the basement. The dumbwaiter was used for moving the Lincoln's luggage, coal for the stove, laundry, and ice. Peggy used the dumbwaiter to transport her ailing beagle between floors. So that would be all of this. This is the dumbwaiter, and there's the stairs to go up. So the parlor. The parlor was used for entertaining visitors to Hildene, Peggy Beckwith, Robert's granddaughter, used this room as her living room for 1939 to 1975. Schmager of New York was instrumental in the donation and reproduction of original wall carvings in many of the rooms in this home, including the grass cloth in this parlor. The wall paneling, designed to look like rich mahogany, is actually a local Vermont parlor popular, which takes stain very evenly and gave the look of mahogany without great cost. The floors are quarter sawn
Ladies, I'm
oak.
just doing a little introduction here. Please feel.
Creating a tiger tail pattern which can be found throughout many of the downstairs rooms. Reveal style home designed by the Boston architectural firm Shepley Mountain and construction of this home began in 1903, and the Lincoln family moved in on June 20th, 1905, so 2 years after it was built. The center staircase was the most important agriculture feature in the home of this period. Robert Lincoln chose Hendarian mahogany for the railing. There are 4 different belters in the staircase railing. The stairs, made of yellow birch, have a 6-inch raise instead of the traditional 8-inch raise, making them very easy to climb. Centered over the stairs is the only cylinder in the home. Its simplicity does not distract from the beauty of the staircase. Here is Robert Lincoln's bedroom. I'm not going to read the introductions anymore of everything because phone battery's going dead. So whatever I can make, I can make. Here is Edwin Stanton.
This is his office.
This would be his office, which there is a lit fire, or should I say fake lit fire. Or the fire would be lit occasionally, unless it is real. But I really doubt that. There are lots of flowers in this because Lincoln loved flowers. We have here inventors section book out on the couch. I guess Edwin had cigars made and he drank a little bit, looks like, from here on his little table. Now here is the secretary's office.
Mm-hmm.
With all of those,
Those are filing systems.
holy moly, the old filing systems. Lots of them. There are, what, 100 of them? Over 100 actually, wow. Jeez. Here's the Lincoln's bathroom.
Yeah, well, pretty nice bathroom.
It's a really nice bathroom. Old-fashioned bathroom. They didn't have really much showers. They would just bathe. This is from the first floor to the second floor of the house. So this is where they always like to read. Now here's the maid's sewing room. Ironing, clothes. I know, it kind of looks creepy when you go like this. Looks like there's a real person. Here's another room, the sitting room, where they had piano, they had tea, they had like food, tea and scones. But everything here is like preserved, it looks like. Like the tea, it doesn't even have mold on it, that's weird.
It's fake, that's why. Oh, you did you see the sewing room?
And then sewing area again. More flowers. And again more music.